Hello, everybody. How's it going today? So the date is now January the 22nd. It is about 1:40 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Manitoba, Canada. I'm actually just going to move this up a little bit. It's not as comfortable as I thought it would be on the ground. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? It's now Wednesday, January the 22nd, about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Manitoba, Canada. And we're going to do a very brief technical analysis on Bitcoin today. So right now, my lady and I were spending time at my parents' house just for the next few days to say hi to them. And of course, it's always important to spend time with family and friends, and especially my dog Luna, where she'll make a special appearance on camera very soon. So what has been going on for the past few days? And the answer is finding stability, one way or the other, to the downside or to the upside. Just going to check my camera volume here to make sure that it's sufficiently loud enough. I hope that you can all hear me just fine. Excuse me there. So the month is now coming to an end. We see that we're trending not above the 8 EMA, not above the 13 EMA, but we're doing incredibly well above, excuse me, I have somewhat of a sore throat, above the 21 EMA with a huge bullish pin bar type of candle. But this hammer candle right here found stability above the 21 EMA. So one of the major questions will be is, will we actually hold? Are we going to be downtrending even further? Are we fighting to break to the upside of this particular histogram right here and there? So right now, the weekly chart is looking incredibly bullish, okay? And what we are looking for is a move to the upside of the histogram tick. It would be beautiful if we just went to the upside like that, right? But of course, not that hyperbolic, but close enough. So there are two types of shapes we can summarize it to. One is kind of like a shape like that. That's called a convexed shape. And if you think of the entrance to a cave door, this one right here would be a concaved shape, just like that. The way that we are seeing these move right now is that it is moving, it's somewhat of a linear type of scale instead. So I am absolutely waiting for a positive breakout to the upside. But of course, there's a lot to be talking about and to be worried about at the same time. But as long as we're watching out, my throat's incredibly dry today. I'm sorry, folks. But as long as we break to the upside and we find some sort of stability, I'm going to be fairly happy about this particular bull run. Right now, on the weekly chart, we're finding stability above the 55 EMA. We see right here, we've trended for 49 days, which is about 7 weeks right here, coming to the downside. And now we're finally breaking to the upside with this huge green candle with decent volume as well. So let's take a look at CMC right now and see how this is going. Bitcoin dominance was at 66.5 last time. And now we're seeing Bitcoin dominance fall back to the downside at 65.7. I would love to see over 70%. Volume has also trended very low. We were seeing up to $43 billion during that very high break to the upside. My mistake, 44 billion. Yesterday we were at, or 3 days ago, we were at 34 bill, 26 bill, 24 billion. And today we're now at $24 billion, which is really not that high whatsoever. So the question remains, are we finding stability? Are people accumulating extremely slow to not spike up the market? Are people sick of selling, basically? Not sick, but is capitulation over with and done for? Or do people just not simply want to sell anymore and they just want to accumulate very, very slow? And hopefully we can break to the upside sometime soon. So right now, do I have a position? Absolutely not. There's no position to be taken thus far. My Elliott wave still stands to be true in my personal opinion, okay? So this is the way that I'm personally seeing how Elliott should be, okay? Something like that, in my personal opinion, okay? Where we take some bull trapped regions into consideration as well, okay? So if I were to count an Elliott wave structure, I still stand very firmly doing something like that, where this could come all the way down to about 7,800 and up. And then we break to the upside. Then we make an ABC correction to the downside here. And the reason I say this is because this one here made a correction to the 618 Fibonacci region. This one could retrace right to the wave 1 territory region if this were to hold true. And it's also coincidence as well, right? That right here happens to be at the 618 Fibonacci region again for the golden ratio. And then we get a fourth wave correction down to this green box above 7,800, we'll say, maybe 76. If this holds true, that would be wonderful. And why could it hold true? This could be, this right here could be 1, 2, somewhere in there. That's it's easier to do on the daily, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, with a large 5 going to the upside, where wave 1 ends up becoming the shortest one. But as long as wave 3, which was this one right there, is longer than the first wave, then we can easily deduce that it's a possible Elliott wave formation that can go to the upside. And then after that, green box above 7,600 or 78 for sure is my guess. Huge fifth wave going to the upside. And then after all that, we're simply getting a correction that will bounce or could bounce above this particular region, because what was once a support has now turned to a resistance, right? And what was a resistance will turn into a support. So if we do end up retracing, I'm guessing 0.5 Fibonacci range, back down to about 83, 8400 range. And of course, there's the dark side, right? Where I was actually right about how this is simply just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is all of A going to the upside. And if that were all of A, then a B could come down, and a C would be heavily truncated, which would only hit the resistance. And then, of course, we end up breaking heavily to the downside, maybe hitting even $5,000. That's the bearish scenario. I can't say I've got a lot of time today, folks, so I'm not going to go above and beyond today like I would normally do. Keep it very short and sweet. As it stands right now, though, we're just hovering right above this 55 EMA. My dog Luna is adorable today. She's just sitting on the sofa there looking at me. But this is more like setting up for a down drop. I think that this is kind of the ABC formations that are going on right now. Probably going to hit it one more time for the B, even with a big drop to C coming to the downside. That's what I'm anticipating to happen. But of course, we'll most likely get a reaction at the 200 moving average, first of all. It's very difficult to tell right now. We're in neutral territory. We tried to break to the upside here positively. Do you see this on the histogram? Tried to break up positively, but it got rejected and it came right back down to the negative side of the histogram. So as it stands right now, this is my conclusion for this, okay? My personal thoughts is that if we break above these particular regions, that green box, however you decide to call it there, I'm more so saying above $8,800 again, maybe to 9K, there's a really good chance that we can just skyrocket out of here to 10K. But until we break this resistance here that has been established for a very long period of time now, and the long period of time that I'm talking about is since June the 14th, folks. Since June the 14th, for about 217 days now, we have trended in this beautiful channel that has been established for a long period of time. Something needs to give. Something needs to give very soon, because as we all know, all patterns end up breaking eventually to one side or the other. We're all here when we saw this happen, right? Where it reached that apex, And then this apex right here ended up capitalizing 6K all the way to 3K in a heartbeat. And that, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is a very scary thing. And that's all right if you miss it, catching on the bottom, because there will always be opportunities for us to catch things on the upside. If you take a look on the daily, just as an example, back in May, right here, you can easily deduce that, hey, we got a lot of resistances. Okay, do you see this right here? Back in May. And then we finally saw it break to the upside. And that would have been a key mark in April to buy it, because this resistance was then established since December the 17th. So right now as it stands, I'm not being greedy whatsoever. I'm looking for a break of a resistance or a support of a resistance. In my opinion, this particular place is very significant right now. If we do not break up there right now, or in the next week, in my opinion, above, say, $9,000, we're probably not going to push to the 10K region. We're probably going to end up falling below here to around $78,000 to $8,000 to see if we can find stability first. So as it stands right now, the volume is absolutely dwindling. The monthly chart is looking very bullish, finding support over the 21 EMA. The weekly chart right now is looking fairly bullish as well, where we had 49 consecutive days of a downtrend. And now we're getting this huge candle right here, right there. And also we're getting a positive histogram tick potentially to the upside. If this breaks up to the upside in the next 2 weeks before the end of January, we're probably going to have a rally to about $10,000 in my opinion. And that's going to be amazing. So once again, folks, on the upside, if we break above $8,800 to $9,000, there's a good chance we'll actually end up hitting $10,000. If we do not break to the upside, Luna is just with my girlfriend right now. Want to come give me a hi with her? Why don't you come bring Luna and put her on camera? She's being a little bit cranky.
There we go.
You guys haven't seen Luna in a while. Give me a kiss.
Yeah.
Why are you so cranky? Both of my girls.
You're sleeping.
Give me a kiss, Luna.
You're sleeping.
This is my little family here, guys. You guys remember Luna? Just chill for a little bit. We're gonna get going right away, okay? To go get some lunch. So that's kind of it, guys. That's what we're gonna summarize right now. As you guys can see, that if we actually end up breaking above $8,800 to $9,000, we're gonna probably get to 10K. But otherwise, make sure you're keeping clear of this, okay? You look on the 4-hour chart and you can see this clear pattern right here that looks like it wants to break to the downside. And if we do break below it, a very, very reasonable target would be the 200 exponential moving average that we see here on the 4-hour chart, which is also most likely going to coincide with this particular region here first, right? If we extrapolate this, you guys remember my favorite joke, right? There are those that extrapolate and there are those for all you math majors out there, okay? So that's exactly how it is going to be, in my personal opinion. So I'll keep you guys up to date. We're going to go for a little bit of a late lunch today, and we have to spend some time with my parents as well. So have yourselves a phenomenal night. Luna, you want to say hi? You want to say hi one more time to the camera? Can I lift her up there?
Yeah, look up.
Okay, you little cranky dog.
There we go.
You're a very cranky dog, aren't you? Luna, the followers miss you so much. Remember? Girls gone wild. Girls gone. Look at your little white little stomach right here. She's so fat. She's so fat, isn't she, guys? There you go. She actually loves. She's just a cranky girl right now. She just wants to be she's super cranky. I don't know why. Anyways, say bye, Luna. Bye. Have yourselves a great night, folks. And if you guys are still interested in my course, don't forget about it, right? I'm only going to do it till the end of January because I'm almost done my course right now already. Actually, I'll just make this bigger so you guys can see me as well. I'm only going to do it till probably the end of January. So if you don't have access for courses 1 or 2, yeah, make sure you guys are interested in getting it. Because when my new course comes out, it's not going to be available in the market for everybody. It's only going to be available for pretty much 100 people that I'll give them access to it. And unfortunately, the price is going to go up to something way more because it's updated, brand new material, a lot more valued as well, better content, brand new content as well. I'll move over so we can all be on camera here. And then, yeah, guys, it's going for 190 American dollars by Ethereum. You guys can take a look at the link below. My address is there as well. So if you're interested in it, just give me a quick transfer for that by Ethereum, and I'll show you guys what the syllabus is on. All right, give me a sec. So this is what it consists of. You guys are welcome to pause this if you like. This is the course 1, which is more of a basic course. Relax, Luna. Mama's coming back soon. And then course 2 is more intermediate, which deals a lot with Elliott Wave. You're welcome to pause this to take a look at it, to read the syllabus as well. And then course 3 is a documentation and review process. So right now, that's going for 190 Americans for courses 1, 2, and 3, or course 1 alone for 120, or course 2 alone for 120. And course 3 comes with it for fun anyways. So once again, this is not going to be available after I finish filming all of these courses. Look how cute she is, guys. They're not going to be available after I finish filming courses 1 and 2 again, and the updated version is going to come out in about 2 weeks, I'm guessing. I'm about 45 to 50% done it already, which is kind of awesome. So anyways, have yourselves a great day. I hope that you enjoyed this technical analysis video. Luna, down. She's just waiting for my lady to come back. Have yourselves a great day. Bye now. Take care.